How is everybody doing? And welcome to my very first YouTube video. I am your host, the North Star, or just North Star for short. You may be asking yourself, why the North Star? Is there many others? Well, there is apparently 7,620 others, and yeah, it was kind of like the Highlander, and there could be only one. So I decided to dispose of them, and guess what? I am the winner. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Go ever since 2016. First started out, didn't know nothing about Pokemon. By the time Pokemon came out, I was out of high school or just about to get out of high school, and I was doing other things. So Pokemon wasn't really like something I grew up with. I actually grew up with Mario and Atari and stuff like that. So I'm old. But I figure I get into the game to kind of, have something to do with my daughters. I have 3 kids, but yeah, so decided to play with them. And it was actually kind of fun. And then think about 2018, I just kind of stopped playing because the kids stopped playing, I stopped playing. Well, right before the pandemic hit, I had a friend of mine actually get me back into the game, told me about some of the different changes that came along into the app. So I started raiding and going back to filling my Pokédex. Then I found out I couldn't fill my Pokédex unless I got to Go Battle League, because that's the only way you can get some of these Pokemon was through the rewards, Rufflet being the one that I'm referring to. So I started looking at videos, trying to see what I could do to make the level I needed to make so I can get my Rufflet. And I came across Caleb Pang's video with the Shadow Tyranitar lineup that he pulled off of Reddit. And so I was like, well, I got these Pokemon. All I just need to do is power them up and get them, to that level and start using them. Because about the time I started playing GBL was when Master League was still going in Season 3. I think it was like right after they brought it back after the shutdown. So yeah, I started playing. I got to rank 7, I believe, my first season, and that's just in Master League. I got to rank 7. I was kind of surprised, and I found out I had to make 8 to get the Rufflet. So I was like, well, okay, well, now I got a full set to get up to 8 so I can get this Rufflet. And then I realized I don't really have Pokemon for Great League, because everything that I built was for raids. So it was easier to build for Master than it was for Great League at the time, because I had nothing that had low IVs, the 0 attack or whatever. So I had to really start grinding for Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. And that's why I'm kind of a little bit behind, but I'm actually caught up now. I got a good variety of Great and Ultra League. Ultra League not so much, and I got a real good variety for Master League. So that's why Master League is one of my favorites. I have the most Pokemon for that. Well, not the most, but it's just the one that I like the most. So yeah, I started playing that, and here we are in Season 7. We're going to go into all leagues here soon. We just got finished with the Master League / Retro Cup. I wish they would bring back Premier League, but I am fine in class in open. Either way, I'm good. But I like Premier because you get a little bit more variety there. And plus, if you get tired of doing open, then you can go into Premier and you can get a different set of Pokemon to face. Or if you get tired of Premier, you can go into open. Where Great League, it's Great League, or in Ultra League, you got Ultra League Premier, and then you got Ultra League Open. So I like that, where you can go back and forth between the leagues, and then when they bring out all leagues, trust me, I'm going through all the leagues. I'm not playing in just one league. I tend to like it like that. Great league kind of, you get tired of seeing the Azumarils and the Galarian Stunfisks and the Altarias and all that stuff. So, with that said, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to show you an old team that I ran. Actually, it's my original team that I ran starting back in Season 3. Obviously, they've been powered up a little bit more. I got better IVs now. And then I'm going to show you a set from this past week with my new tweaked team. Because I really got into Shadow Pokemon, and they became my favorite type of Pokemon. And I wanted nothing more than to have an all Shadow Master League team. And I got lucky, and I got the Beldum that I needed to make this a reality. So, without further ado, so like I said, this was back during the Holiday Cup. I just made, what was it? I want to say, was it rank 43 at the time? So, and in this one, I put Togekiss in the front because I was getting real hard counters in the lead for Tyranitar. So I figure I'd just switch up the order to kind of help get a better chance of winning lead. And just the way the meta was at the time, Togekiss was the best option. So in our first battle, we go into this Dragonite, which is a really good battle for us. And we're going to... they're automatically going to switch into the Rhyperior. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to try to speed these up a little bit. Why is it only going up to 0.120? I don't know. But, hey, this is what you call no editing. So we're going to keep going. I maybe should have done this before I started the video. But that's all right. We'll get there. Yep, that's right where we want to be. All right, so we're at the right speed now, and then, of course, this is going to go a lot better. Now, back to the commentating. They come back in with a Dragonite. We go ahead, and we throw this Meteor Mash. Now, as you could kind of tell, this Meteor Mash was Elite TM'd on. You can tell by where it's positioned. And they come in with their Gyarados, which, Waterfall Gyarados, this is where I would like to see it, because the Waterfalls don't do too much damage to my Togekiss. And, of course, those Ancient Powers do hit it pretty good. The Crunch would have took us out at that range, but the shield was a good shield, and they come back in with their Dragonite, and we shield up just to kind of get some more damage on it before we have to swap out. And we go ahead and we throw this Ancient Power, and it's going to do some good chip damage. It's not going to take it out, but it almost took it out, so that's good. Oh, Tyranitar did not have to make a comeback. All right, so that is a GG on that one. And then we go into our next battle, and I believe Genrod. Is that Genrod or Genrod? Whichever, who cares? All right, so we get him a champ in the lead. This is what I was talking about. If I had my Tyranitar in the lead, this would have been a pain in the butt. I would have had an automatic swap out. Now I could swap into my Tyranitar on their Metagross and just farm it down. They purified their Metagross. That's a big no-no in my book. I prefer to keep it shadowed because you get that extra boost on the fast move. So they bring in their Machamp. We know we're kind of on this one. So we go ahead, we throw this Crunch just to try to get a shield. We do get the shield, so we go ahead and we go down in style. And we're like, okay, so what do we do now? Well, we got to wait out our switch clock first. And we bring back our Togekiss. We go ahead and we give it its heavy damage. And we're like, whatever it's thrown, we could take it. But we decide to err on the side of caution, go ahead, shield, and we farm it down. They swap out before it totally dies, hoping for maybe a third shield. So we go ahead and we just farm on this Dragonite, and they go ahead and they throw their Dragon Claw. Nope, they threw an Outrage, so it still resisted, did not KO, and we took out that Dragonite, and we're going to throw these back-to-back Ancient Powers on this Machamp. Kind of overkill, but because you just do one fast move and it's gone. But we took them out, got the boost, and that's a GG. Alright, yeah, and like I said, I've been using this kind of lineup. Well, not this lineup, just this team as is, with Tyranitar mainly in the lead. Like I said, it depends on meta. You could definitely shuffle around. There's other, you can put Kyogre in there in place of the Togekiss, or you could maybe even put, if you want to go double metal, put it in a Dialga if you have a Dialga. And then we got an Ampharos Purified with a rocket outfit on. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? That just drives me up the wall. You're wearing rocket gear and you purified your Ampharos. You know what those dang charge moves, the fast moves would be doing to this Togetic right now? You wouldn't even have to worry about throwing a dang Thunder Punch. So we go ahead, we bring in this Metagross to kind of soak up a little bit more damage, and then we're going to throw this Meteor Mash onto this Dragon Breath Gyarados, which is not a big deal. They go ahead, they shield. We have no shields right now, so we're like, oh boy, hopefully we can survive this crunch. And we do survive with quite a bit, and we get back to this Meteor Mash. We're going to try to get as much chip damage as we can. And we do get some damage, but not quite enough. So we're going to end up getting farmed down, which is not a big deal. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring back the Togekiss, I believe. Yep, we brought back Togekiss, and we're going to take another, is this going to be Aquatail? Yep, Aquatail. So we like, haha, thank you. And they go ahead, they switch to the Ampharos. Ampharos is deleted off the map before it even gets anything done. And we're sitting here tapping, waiting, and they do bring back the Gyarados. So we go ahead and we throw this Ancient Power. And we do get rid of the Gyarados. They still have one shield, and now they got a Swampert, and it's purified. Okay, so with their purified Swampert, and this is really not where we would like to see the Swampert. We'd actually like to see it in the lead, but as you can see, our Tyranitar is going to have a hell of a time trying to farm this thing down as it gets to its fast move, or it gets to its charge move really fast, and our fast moves don't farm it down fast enough. And that is a GG. Even though you got purified Swampert. That probably would have one-shotted the Tyranitar, you bonehead. But, I'm sorry. That's one of my, irritants is people that purify Pokemon that don't need to be purified. Alright, so we're waiting on our next matchup. And this is before they did the, before they did the Dodge update, and this is where we want to see a Swampert, and it's a best buddy Swampert, and they're staying in, so that's fine with me. And we just go to the farm, and they're going to throw their Hydro Cannon. We're not going to shield the first one because we know we could take it, and we just keep going. Well, they're going to throw a second, so we figured why not. We're going to save some energy on this one. We're going to go ahead and shield up. And then they swap out into their Metagross, so we come in with our Metagross killer, Tyranitar. And we just proceed to farm down. We're going to have to just shield this one time. And it's became basic muscle memory for me. I just farm. One shield, farm, gone. And then whatever they come back with, they'll probably come back with that Swampert because it is. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this shield with this crunch. We do get the shield, and then we go back to farming. Of course, they're going to probably get their Hydro Cannon, and they do. And with less than a sliver of health, they take out the Tyranitar. So we came back with a Togekiss, and they bring in a Togekiss of their own. We're going to go ahead. We're going to throw this Ancient Power, fishing for a boost. Don't get it, but well. So that's why we go ahead. We swap into our Metagross, and our Metagross will have a field day with this Togekiss. And we go ahead, throw this Meteor Mash with no shields. It is gone. And they don't have enough on that Swampert to even fart. So yeah, we definitely like it when they're that far down. And we're going into our next match immediately. No product placements there. So we get a Metagross, which is not good for the Togekiss. This is the type of lead we like to see with Tyranitar in the lead. We do get a Chandelure who has Incinerate, so we know we're gonna get farmed down. We're locked in with it, so we gotta do as much as we can. They let that first Meteor Mash through, probably trying to save shields for later for their Metagross, and we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to farm down. We're gonna throw this again, just to see if they'll let it go through. They shield, which is amazing, because why? Just so they can get off a flame charge? Whatever, dude. So we go ahead and we're going to probably come back with, well, we came in with Tyranitar, sniped it off the field, and they come in with their Metagross, which is perfect because this is right where we want to see it. We shield. Meteor Mash is coming, and it's going to do really no good. And we're just going to proceed to farm them all the way down. And what do they got in the back? They got a Togekiss, which is not good, but we're going to get rid of this shield. So when we come in with our own Togekiss, we're not that far behind when it comes to energy. Now, they have built up some energy, which is fine. But we should be, we're ahead of them on HP. They throw their Ancient Power, no probs. We get to throw an Ancient... Oh, no, we don't even have to throw an Ancient Power because we just farmed them right down. GG's. And that came out to be a 4-1 set. So, yes. Definitely like getting those 4-1 sets with this team. It's not always easy. Shield management is very important. So is energy management. So you have to really be careful with this team. You can come out of a lost lead, as you saw before. And yeah, so I've been fighting out of right now. You'll see here in a little bit how the order is normally. And people have been running quite a bit of Kyogre leads lately. And so that means I have to immediate swap because Tyranitar does not like those waterfall fast moves. And it definitely does not like that surf. So what we do a safe swap and we fight our way out of it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It just depends on what they got in the back. But you can fight your way out of it. And let's go into one of last week's sets. And this is the updated team. This is my dream team. This is the team I love to build. Now I'm just looking for what other... They're coming out with a new Blaziken Shadow or Torchic. So that's one I'm definitely looking forward to. I would like to see Blaziken. I've seen Blaziken used in the Master League. It can have some play. Delphox has play with that Psychic and Fire typing. It's fun against Dialga. Trust me. If you get a chance to build I got a 98% Delphox, and it is just a ball to run in Master League, in the Open League. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into this week's set. As you see here, we got all shadows now. The Tyranitar is at level 47. The Mewtwo is at level 42. And the Metagross, I believe, is at 44-ish. And let's see what our first battle will be. Let's see. All right, another Rocket Wearer. And we got a Mewtwo in the lead, so that's perfect for us because we can farm that down. No problem. They bring in their Togekiss. We do our safe swap into Metagross. And Metagross will just proceed to farm down. And we're going to throw this just in case they decide to throw an Ancient Power or anything. This way we don't have to worry about shielding or anything like that. And we got a little bit of farm. So we got to this next Meteor Mash, and we're going to throw it on this Mewtwo, catching a shield. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to see how far we go. We know this is Shadow Ball. We got 2 shields, so we figure why not? We need to save one for Tyranitar just in case. And we go ahead, we get the second Meteor Mash, or third Meteor Mash, well, second one on the Mewtwo. And it takes it out, and what do we got in the back? We got a Metagross. Perfect. So I just go ahead and swap into my Tyranitar, do my 1 shield move, take the Meteor Mash, and go ahead and proceed to farm down. Now, we're feeling like they're getting close to another Meteor Mash because we were a little bit behind on this one, so we knew they had maybe just enough energy to throw another one, but we figured better safe than sorry and take it out with a crunch. GG's. All right, and there's the new improved team, Magikarp, Pancham. Now, that's what I use that to get my best buddy hearts. And we got a Giratina leave. Love to see it. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to start farming down. I'm surprised they stayed in as long as they did. Another Togekiss swap in. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring in our Metagross, and we're going to go just proceed to farm it down. Now, I think here, we're like, nope, this is too early. So it's an Ancient Power. So we go ahead and we proceed to farm it all the way down. We got almost 2. Yep, we got 2. So we're going to throw the back-to-back on this Giratina because Shadow Ball is going to take us out, especially from this range. So we want to try to get as many shields as we can, if not as much damage as we can. And we get both shields. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just let it go down. Now we know they're rich with energy, so we go ahead, we bring in our Tyranitar. Shadow Ball is not very effective. It does pretty good chip damage, but they jump out again into a Metagross, and we proceed to just get farmed down. Should have threw that crunch, but I think we're thinking more about the farm down and just kind of lost track of our energy. Too much muscle memory. Here we go ahead, we just farm up to 2. We throw. The side strike should be taking this out. Up just barely. And they're going to throw. So we're like, okay, let's keep our energy best. And we'll go ahead. We'll build up again. And then, of course, I pull the bonehead of all boneheads. And I throw a Focus Blast. There's some situations throwing a Focus Blast is great. This is not one of them. So, I sitting here kicking myself in the butt for throwing the Focus Blast instead of throwing back-to-back side strikes, and they get taken out by a Shadow Ball. And that's where a wrong idea will get you in trouble. So we come into our next battle with Fabio, and this is what I'm talking about with the Kyogre lead. So we immediately swap out into our Mewtwo. Reason why Mewtwo is because those side strikes build as fast as the surfs, so we can get them off and hopefully stay even, especially with shields. They go ahead and swap out into a Snorlax, and we're like, okay, what the hell do we do? Because we don't see Snorlax that often. We are low, so we go ahead and we shield up this Body Slam, and we go for the Focus Blast, hoping that they think it's a Shadow Ball. And we take them out with the one shot. And the Kyogre comes back in. Obviously, we don't have enough energy to get off another side strike. And we come in with our next best thing, which is Metagross. And we take the hit. We're trying to keep this one shield just in case. Now we have to shield. And we're going to try our best to get to a Meteor Mash. We know we need to, so we over farm a little bit, hoping that we can get to the second one after this. And we're so low on energy, we know we're not making it. And it's like just feeling dread right now for Tyranitar because they're going to get this surf off. It's going to take a huge chunk of energy. And we're just going to sit there and try to farm it down, but we get farmed down instead. GG's. Yeah, Kyogre lead's definitely a pain in my butt. I have been able to fight out of them. I have yet to top left. I will never top left because I don't want to cheat myself out of a learning experience. So here we come into a Heatran, and we're like, okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to try to farm this down. We don't care about Flamethrower. They swap into their Dragonite. So we want to keep that lineup. So we're going ahead. We're swapping into our Metagross. We're going to get off this Meteor Mash. And they shield. Nope, they do not. Oh, yeah, they did shield the CMP tie. So there's a visual glitch for you. And we get Draco Meteored because we are boneheads and we forgot that Draco Meteor was a thing, or it's a new thing. So we don't quite have the timing of that one down just yet. So we go ahead, we shield this because the Dragon Claw is going to take a healthy bit of damage. So we're farming up, seeing what we can farm. We knew they were getting close to a Dragon Claw here. Excuse me. So we went ahead, we side striked them out. They luckily did not want to shield, so they bring in their own Metagross. So we're like, cool, we can do muscle memory on this, even though we are kind of low. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take off as much energy off this Metagross as we can. They swap into a Heatran, and we're like, great. Shadow Tyranitar cannot cover the whole team, but he's going to try. So they go ahead, they don't shield this. We know it's going to be a Flamethrower, and we're not sure if it's going to take us out. It does take us out. So we go ahead with the Mewtwo, and we farm up. And we got 2 Side Strikes, so we're going for the back-to-back Side Strikes. And we get the first shield, and we farm it up we go for Focus Blast. Going for Focus Blast again. And it paid off again. All right. See, sometimes it does pay off. All right. Now, most people run Shadow Ball and Side Strike on their Mewtwo's in the Master League. I chose Focus Blast just to kind of shake things up a bit. Didn't want to keep other players on their toes, that they know that a Focus Blast is lurking around out there somewhere, especially people like Snorlax. And we get a Giratina lead. We love to see it. Again, we're kind of like, why are they staying in so much? It's because they want to build up to a Shadow Ball. They bring in their Groudon, no problem. Fire Punches are resisted, but Earthquakes are going to take us out. So we're like, okay, they built up to an Earthquake, and they throw Earthquake. They did not bait, so we're figuring, why not? We want to save a little bit of energy for our Tyranitar, just in case, for this, get this Giratina line up again. We got a shield. They're going to throw Fire Punch, and it's going to take a little bit of damage, so there you go. We're still in the yellow. We're still ahead, and they're going to throw another Fire Punch. We're going to go ahead. We're going to let it go. And we barely survive, and we get off a Side Strike, and we take out their Groudon, and they take a Mewtwo out. So of course, what's our best choice to come in with? Shadow Tyranitar, and they throw the Shadow Ball. We're not even worried about a shield right here because the Shadow Ball will only chip damage. So we go on to farm up. They come in with their own Mewtwo, and we know this is a GG from here. So we go ahead, we throw this Crunch just to get shields, just in case. We want to keep a little bit of energy because we know Shadow Ball is still lurking around. So we wanted to keep, the Metagross has more energy, it has a shield. It could take the Shadow Ball, and we could get off a Meteor Mash in time and take out the Mewtwo. Here comes the Giratina. And we're just trying to soak up whatever they got and to get to the Shadow Ball and take us out. And then we just have to come in and just basically go boo. And bye-bye goes Giratina. All right, GG's. And see, we got a 3-2 in this one. And like I said, we got many of 3-2s, 4-1s, 5-0s. At the end of Ultra League, beginning of Master League, I was down around 1600 ELO because in Ultra League I was playing around. I was actually doing a triple flyer team. which I do plan on releasing a video. I have to find out if I made videos. I may have just streamed it all, but I may make a video this week of my triple flyer team for the Ultra League. It was fun. I'm not going to spoil the team just yet. I want you to guess what is going to be the Ultra League triple flyer team. That actually was pretty good. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. And I'm looking over here because I'm trying to figure out what else. All right. Yeah, and welcome to my first video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I know it's a little bit long, but I definitely wanted to show what Shadow Tyranitar can do in the Master League. Do not purify it. Please, for the love of God, stop purifying Pokemon that don't need to be purified. Don't go ninjing nobody. You won't be ninjing. All right. I know I totally messed that up. But anyways, so again, I appreciate you stopping by. I do stream on Twitch, and at the same time, I do YouTube. So if you can't catch me on Twitch, you can catch me on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9:30 Texas time or Central time, whichever you want to call it. And I'm going to be trying to put out some more videos, but I'm going to actually be sticking to this stream schedule. I was just streaming whenever I felt like it, but now that I'm graduated college, bachelor graduate, finally, I can get more consistent in my streaming and in my making of videos. So if you have any suggestions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comment. If you like the video, give me a good like. If not, tell me to go to hell. I don't care. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. And till next time.